Okay. Beta. Let me show y'all boys where I'm from. What's the deal, baby? Y'all already know it is the big boss dog cake poke through the dough. At the top of the bison. What's good with you? What's good with you? What's good with you? It's a cold day down here in this Texas. But your boy still on way to the gym. You know what I mean? Gotta keep it pushing, gotta keep it moving, gotta keep it grooving. That's just how I do it. Boy, I get in my soliloquy. How y'all doing? Them tough times don't last, good people do. And if you need, talk to somebody. Make sure you talk to somebody. Don't off yourself. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk boxing. Ryan Garcia is not to be trusted. Right? I tried to recently advocate for this man. He can't be trusted, bro. You know what I mean? And I went with my first instinct when that boy posted about him and Rolly finna fight April 20th, MGM Grand under the Zone Boxing pay-per-view. I was like, just wait. Just wait. And what happened? Next thing you know, Rolly versus Eastside People Cruz gets announced. You feel me? Rolly versus Eastside People Cruz gets announced. I'm like, I thought he was fighting Rolly. Right? Then I go to Ryan Page, Rolly versus Eastside People Cruz. Ryan versus Rolly. The little graphic he had was taken down. Right? Then I see a post from Ryan Garcia basically saying, you know, he got lied to, and look, man, I ain't trying to hear none of that stuff, bro. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I told y'all, the dude cannot be trusted, bro. You know what I mean? I as far as Ryan Garcia's religious beliefs, I agree with him on that. You know what I'm saying? But we not talking about religion. We talking about boxing. And as a fighter, Ryan Garcia has not been honest. He's had a lot of conflicting statements, and, you know, that's been an issue for him. His brand has taken several hits, you know what I mean? It's just, he hurting himself, man. Now, he's hurting himself in the boxing world. You know, a lot of Ryan Garcia fans are not boxing fans, right? They're more of, you know, a fan in another way. You feel me? They're not boxing fans to the point where they know boxing and they watch boxing. They just like Ryan Garcia. So, you know, they tend to just follow Ryan. They don't know, you know, they don't know what he do. It's this kid like that. They don't know until they be like, oh, he boxes? Oh. You know what I'm saying? We just got to keep it funky. You know what I mean? I just think that Ryan Garcia, man, the jig is up on him, bro. In my opinion. You know? It makes himself look horrible. And hear me out. You leave Devin Haney negotiations and say you're going to go fight Rolly, right? And which we tried to advocate for you and say, okay, makes sense. That way you could come back to the table against Devin and have leverage and say, hey, I'm a champion, you a champion. He even said, hey, they were trying to make it Haney versus Ryan. It's really Ryan versus Haney. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, cool. I rock with it. You know? He gonna fight Rolly. Makes sense. Right? Makes perfect sense. Boxing-wise, right? Now you don't got this fight with Rolly. You looking crazy. You look crazy not getting that fight between you and Devin. You should have just went and fought Devin. So now Devin Haney probably sitting laughing at you. You know what I'm saying? Because now you just look like you flat out ducked Devin Haney. That's the way it looked. Now, trust me, I know what Ryan did. You know what I'm saying? He tried to make a business move. But, and the one thing I know about Ryan, he's easily influenced. He easily influenced. You can easily finesse that man, bro. Like, easily. All you gotta do is just say the right things. You know, and if he rock with you, he gonna believe it. That's just how the cookie crumbles. He can be easily manipulated. That's what I'm seeing from these promoters. You know, they just, and that's not good, bro. Ryan needs to stand on his 10 and be like, look, I ain't fight. This the fight I want. If you can't deliver it to me, then I gotta get out of my contract. And this the thing that puzzles me. Ryan is trying to blame Golden Boy and all that, but if Golden Boy is a problem, why aren't you trying to get out your contract? That's all I'm saying. You know, why aren't you trying to say, hey, look, I'll give you, what's the buyout? I'll give you whatever, and go on by my day. Instead of you sitting there under this, if it's so-called Oscar De La Hoya, who's the reason why you're not getting these fights. You get what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, that's what's puzzling to me. It's like, if it's De La Hoya who is causing you not to get these fights, then, you know what I'm saying? My question to you is, why would you continue on with that said promotional company who's not able to get you the fights that you need? That's all I'm saying. It's puzzling to me. It's like, why are you content? Why are you comfortable with, those fights? Or not getting those fights, excuse me. So now you probably gonna have to fight Jose Ramirez, like Oscar De La Hoya, like, the rest of them on Golden Boy told you to. You gonna have to fight whoever they want you to fight. If they say, hey, you fight Jose Ramirez, that's what it is. That's who you fight. So it's one of those things where it's just like, are you gonna continue to allow this promotional company to basically do this to you? Or are you gonna stand on your 10 and be like, man, free me so I can go do what I want? That's all I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, Ryan Garcia has done this on more than one occasion with his line and pulling up and pulling out, pump faking. You know what I mean? And like I said, I don't think Ryan is really dedicated in the sport of boxing like that. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't feel like that. I don't feel like he's as passionate as, and this is my opinion. I don't feel like he's as passionate. I just think he boxes because he know he's naturally good at it, and he just do it just to do it. It makes him a lot of money. That kind of supports his, family, and supports his, his little dreams and, all that stuff. He know, but this boxing pay for all that. He know boxing puts him and makes him look a certain way as far as money wise. He know what this sport is doing for him. But yet again, I feel like he not taking it seriously. I feel like that man, truthfully, just want to give illusions that I want to fight this dude, I want to fight this dude. But he don't really want them fights. That's what I see. You feel me? I see that. I see him giving off that vibe, like, I want these fights, but I don't really care. He'll sit there and say he wants certain fights, but I don't think he really want them. Like I said, I think he cool with fighting the fights that he fight. I don't think he is passionate about boxing. You know what I mean? Because when you passionate about something, you really want to be the best at something, you're gonna do any and everything to make sure that you can put that on full display. Prime example, look at Mikey Garcia. Mike Garcia was top ranked. Now granted, it was an ugly separation, and that's because top ranked, Bob Arum know those laws. He was an attorney. You know what I'm saying? So he know those laws. So yeah, it was ugly as far as the separation, but he got free. I mean, Andre Ward, when he was with his deal, it was ugly. He was on the shelf for 2 years, but he got free. When you know how great you are, and you know, hey, it's this company that's holding me back, then you got to do what you got to do to put yourself in situations to succeed. And Ryan Garcia is not doing that, man. He ain't. He content with Golden Boy. Regardless of the so-called public beef and issues he having, he cool with what Oscar and them doing. He cool with that. He like that. You know what I'm saying? He can sit there and say publicly what he want. But you can't piss on somebody and say it's rain. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry I'm using that analogy, but you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't, man. You feel me? Like, at the end of the day, dude, he just got to be quiet. And the only way to revamp and revitalize himself in the boxer community is just fight. Stop all that talking. You know what I mean? Stop saying this, stop saying that, and just fight. That's it. Just fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just show up and fight. You know, behind the scenes, yeah, hey man, I'm gonna fight him. I ain't fighting until this is against him. And that's what it is. Fight. Stop saying you gonna fight this dude and then boom, you know, as fight fans, you know, we get excited and then boom, oh man, I don't know what happened. You knew what happened. You know what I'm saying? So man, look, I can keep talking about this for days. I just said what I said, I did what I did. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, and subscribe. We're ready for no smoke. Boss gone.